What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Big day. A lot of info to cover today. Apologies for the late starts. We've been a little overwhelmed today. We've been a little overwhelmed today. Lots of information that has been revealed to us through the data miner Kirchice. Thanks a lot to Kirchice. Big time addition to the community when Kirchice started producing content. The best thing about Kirchice is none of his products have ads on them. Everybody else, including myself, has ads. So, yeah. The big news today, the biggest big news today is that Hero Wars is really bad at patch notes. Really bad at sharing information. Really bad at giving us an idea, a roadmap, a look at the changes that happen to our beloved game. Oh, my thing isn't on. What am I talking about? Am I talking about the new Mysterious Island? No. Am I talking about the Byrna 10th anniversary events? No, I'm not. I'm talking about Mushy and Shroom's Ascension skills. Mushy and Shroom got Ascension skills today. The base green ability, inactive mushrooms and spore mushrooms can recover health by themselves, so they heal on their own, right? The effect is boosted by 100% for each active shroom on the battlefield. The ascended ability restores health when a spore, mushroom, or shroom's copy fully restore their health for the first time. So whenever a copy or a fungus or something gets to full health, the main Mushy and Shroom unit gets a health boost. We're going to go ahead and buy that. Thanks. That's in Tier 2 of Ascension. In Tier 5, we have the penultimate ability for Mushy and Shroom. This is modifying Mushy and Shroom's ult. If you don't know this, Mushy and Shroom, when they ult, they just make a copy of themselves, right? They just make a copy of themselves. Now, when you ascend Mushy and Shroom to Tier 5, those copies will last after Mushy and Shroom's death. So Mushy and Shroom gains extra life, gains extended duration on the battlefield, making Mushy and Shroom potentially the best match for Byrna. Mushy and Shroom, Ascension skills. Guys, today is an overwhelming day, all right? Today I was a little overwhelmed. I am super anxious. I have been churning out content since, I haven't stopped working since I stopped long enough to make an omelet, all right? I stopped long enough to make an omelet. The totem word of the day is exclamation point 10th. We're going to draw a bunch of names today because we're going to be going long. The first name that we're going to draw is Darth Paninus. Darth Paninus is here. We're going to draw a bunch of names and we're going to draw some winners today. We're going to draw some winners. Darth Paninus. Tom A. We got a lot to cover. Let's do mobile stuff first. The dog is leaving today. The dog is leaving this afternoon. Let's do mobile stuff first, and then we'll start covering all of the crazy amount of Facebook and web stuff that's been revealed today. Even though I have lucky coins, yeah. So we have the new hero Miyu here. Let's watch the YouTube video together. This is taking the place of the live stream. I wonder how people see the world. I sense it in my own way. So she sees it via raindrops. Do you guys remember the Matrix where he's blind and he's like, I can see stuff now. I can see stuff. I can see stuff.
My gift, it reveals the currents of magic.
She sees magic, guys.
Hidden from ordinary eyes. Beneath each
This is a rock to the rest of us. This is a rock to us average people, all right? But to Miyu, beneath each stone, in every breath of wind... Oh no! You lit her stone on fire? Reminds me of Super Troopers. Whenever Farva and the newbie are talking in the garage, and they're talking about John Denver. Anyway. The harmony's broken.
It sounds like...
Okay. So they took a piece of art. They took a piece of art here, and they animated it. Can you guess which part they animated first?
It sounds like... No.
Can you guess? AI is great.
I
have to help, of course.
The veil is sacred. They need me.
Who needs me?
What's the point in my powers if I can't use them for good?
Yeah, rain on everything.
I will do what I must.
That's a cool piece of art, though. Blinds everyone around. Blinded allies can never miss. What? So she blinds everybody. Wait, she blinds everybody? Like allies and enemies, and blinded allies can never miss. Blinded allies boost their magic crit and magic penetration. You know, blind doesn't affect magic stuff, right? Blind doesn't affect magic stuff. Support, backline, wave, mystery, strong against Yasmin, Octavia, and Dante. So a counter dodge hero. A counter dodge hero. So this is the counter dodge hero for Hero Wars Mobile. If saving the world means paying the price of my vow. Okay, let's take a look at our animations. We got Miyu and Dropbox here. If you don't know, Miyu's little cloud pet right here, we're calling him Dropbox. Because Dropbox is a cloud software. So this is Dropbox, okay? Until somebody gives me a better name, and I don't think you can, this is Dropbox. Miyu and Dropbox. So they're blind. They can never miss. Oh, so if they can never miss, that means nobody can dodge. If they can never miss, then enemies just can't dodge. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Wait, the screen cracks? No. All right, so the Storm Maiden's going to be here in 3 days. Storm Maiden will be here in 3 days. Now we got more information here. We got some art. So we got artifact weapon is magic crit hit chance. The book is magic penetration health. Ring of intelligence is the ring, of course, and she's going to have a talisman out of the gate, intelligence and armor. Backline support hero, wave mystery, main stat intelligence. I don't think anybody was confused about that. Obviously a mage, right? We got 4 skills. Ultimate creates a flash that blinds all allies and enemies in range for 6 seconds and deals. So maybe it doesn't hit Kayla in range. I don't know. And deals damage to enemies while affected by any blindness. Allies always hit enemies, and their attacks cannot be evaded. So blinds the ally in front of her. Any blindness affecting allies. So not only can blinded allies always hit, they also have increased magical critical hit chance. Deals magical damage to the central enemy, like Lilith, etc. What is this? Why did Hero Wars Dominionaire's official Facebook page send me a message asking me to join the game? Anyway, let's see. Deals magical damage to the central enemy and surrounding enemies. Blinded enemies take increased damage. So blinded allies gain bonus magical crit hit chance. Blinded enemies take increased magic damage, or increased damage, I guess. And the Violet ability, each time you or allies land a critical hit, I'm guessing critical physical hit or critical magical hit, their magic penetration is increased for 5 seconds. The skill triggers once every 5 seconds. Very curious. Very curious. Very interesting hero being added to Hero Wars Alliance. Miyu and Dropbox. We also have her relic here. Of course, you get her relic for free, but leveling it costs a lot. Leveling costs a lot, right? Let's see, Blinding Stormcloud. This is a new ability. Every 10 seconds, it blinds the nearest non-blinded enemy for 6 seconds. If all enemies are blinded, the central enemy takes damage. Okay, so lots of blinds going out. Lightning Strike is being upgraded. Blindness now infects the entire battlefield. So Lightning Strike ult has a short range, but when you get the relic leveled up, it affects the entire battlefield. Okay, so that's big time. That's big time. Especially with this blinded Stormcloud that, yeah. And then Veil of Insight, let's see. Magical critical hits now deal increased damage. Okay, so bonus damage on magical crit hits beyond the extra damage that critical hits have. And then you have Eternal Blindness, a new ability that duration of all blindness effects is increased by 3 seconds. So all blindness for allies, all blindness for enemies. So we have a counter dodge hero. Like hard counter dodge. Like goodbye Dante, Octavia, Yasmin, Aurora, Qing Mao. Like goodbye dodge enemies. Goodbye. Nimbus is a cloud name. So is Dropbox. That's not a better name. Keep trying, Christian. Dropbox, way better. Sorry. And we have a big-time magic damage dealer. She is a support hero, though. So her itemization is going to be on the lower side. Which means that she's going to get some magic attack, magic penetration, magical crit skins very quickly. If I had to guess. If I had to guess. Still sad to miss Sam in the live stream, but it is what it is. Miyu is a support hero. Her lightning blinds everyone, turning blindness into power. Her allies strike true, and the magic destroys enemies' defenses, dooming everyone who opposes her. Now, on a separate note, while we draw another name here, where is my giveaway? Tom A. I got Tom A added. On a separate note, I have been hearing that Realm, GeoPepsi, I have been hearing that Realm has been struggling today. Missed the live stream last night because I fell asleep. You're fired. Who wants to have a blue name? This is outrageous, D. Warman. This is outrageous. I've been hearing that Realm has had some issues the last day. I personally have not had any of those issues, but I've got some exciting news for Monday, guys. Got some exciting news for Monday. I was gonna set up and do a. I was gonna start my new playthrough for Hero Wars Alliance today, but two things happened. First of all, my Apple keyboard didn't show up. It didn't show up. I also got one of the Magic touchpads. That didn't show up either. That's going to be here tomorrow. Next, kind of, that's 1A. 1B is the studio is still updating. I just got it about an hour ago. I didn't have time to move everything over. Yeah, so starting Monday, we'll be on a new system, and we'll be trying some new Hero Wars Alliance account action. Yeah. The other reason is, of course, the massive amount of information that was revealed today on Hero Wars Dominion Era. GeoPepsi is here. GeoPepsi. Massive amount of information. Muhammad Hamza. Lots of information. Guys, if you're not familiar with the blog HeroWarsCentral.com, I've been cranking on it. We're slowly upgrading it. We're doing it slowly because I don't want to break anything. We've added some tabs across the top. Event guides, we're going to start filling that out. We got heroes. We're going to start having hero guides for every single hero. We're going to start with the popular heroes first, specifically Byrna. The way that this is going to work is you just hover over the drop-down box, or on mobile, it's got a drop-down box as well. And then you just click on the champion, and it'll bring you the applicable articles. Simple as that. And then we got hero frequently asked questions. This is like where I'm going to put stuff where, like how hero energy works, how armor works, how, the cost of skins, the cost of glyphs, all of that kind of stuff we'll put in Hero Facts. We got Titans, Hero Wars tools like the hero guides from Hero Wars Dominion Era's websites, the event calendar from Hero Wars Guide, Kerchice's event tool, contact and policies. But today I want to bring your attention to the 4 new blog posts that we've got. I want to start with the new hero items. Big shout out to Kerchice for data mining all of the hero items. Here are all the hero items for Byrna on Hero Wars Facebook and web. G007 was the first person to send me screenshots. Are you a Facebook and web player, G007? If you are, message me your account ID. I will absolutely send you some gifts. I will send gifts to all 3 or 4 players that reached out. I thought G007 that you were just a mobile player, so I didn't send anything. I didn't reach back out. The rest of you that sent me stuff, I know that Red Griffin Diver did, and there was at least one other person, maybe 2, that sent me screenshots also. Reach out. I also now need a complete item list for this. I need a complete item list for this blog. So complete items, all the hero items for Byrna are right here. All right. Dazio, don't believe in the fluffy calculator. A lot of stuff has changed, man. A lot of stuff has changed. A lot of stuff has changed from the fluffy event. Moss for Misley, Byrna was announced yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, Red Griffin Diver, send me your ID so I can send you some rewards, some gifts. Now, additionally, on the website, we've got a blog post breaking down the new Mysterious Island map. All right. Thanks to Kerchice for data mining the Mysterious Island map. I'm not really sure if we're calling this the 10th anniversary map, or if we're calling this the Byrna's Island map. I'm not sure what it is. It's both. It's neither. I don't know. Let's try Carla Tutu. This Mysterious Island is pretty basic. Okay, we got 50k Valor coins. We got 80k Valor coins plus 15 War Pattern chests. 100k Valor coins over here in the bottom right with... am I in frame? I'm not in frame. Let's hide this chat real quick. Down here in the bottom right, we have the 100k... 100,000 Valor coins with 2,000 golden thread. And then up here on the top left, we have 10,000 of the exclusive event coins. Now, the exclusive event coins are in service of the new Byrna skin. Not 100% sure where the Byrna skin is going to be had. We'll explore that a little bit more in this event. The new Byrna skin is... Oh, dang. Here we go. The new Byrna skin is the tribal skin. I'm very happy to see the tribal skin. I was so happy to see that the tribal skin is going to be the first skin that Byrna gets. It is an armor skin. It is a base tier 10,650 armor skin. 10,650 armor, okay, for her skin. So on the map, you can see up here the 10,000 skin stones, unique skin stones, exclusive skin stones. That's how you're going to get that. Now, additionally, we have the generator, the resource generators. We'll talk about those in just a second. But here is the route. You know, it's going to cost you 60 moves to get all of the rewards. I don't think that that's going to be necessary. All right, Valor coins traditionally don't have a ton of value to them. If there's a new war flag pattern, there's a 10-piece chest and a 15-piece chest right here. It might be worth chasing. Basically, I'm going to suggest that the average player go for these skin stones, these 10k skin stones, and that's it. 18 moves. 18 moves. Now, we do have... There's the dog. We do have these generators up in the top right-hand corner. If you go look at the... If you go look at the mysterious island right now, you can see the generators on the island all by themselves. See up here? You have the lanterns, generators, whatever you want to call them, up here in the top right-hand corner. This is what we got. We got runes, skin stone chests, excuse me. The catalysts, the first catalyst, I believe these are the primal. Which are they? I don't remember which one they are. One kind of catalyst, and then it goes absolute artifact chests, and then the other catalysts. All right, these start on the 22nd at 9 p.m. Central Time. I'll show you that in just a second. Here are all the rewards and everything. I need somebody to calculate all this information for me. I need somebody to give me a total. I know Olympus has already done it, but I've already proved that math is incorrect. I know that HW Daily has already done it, but that math is also incorrect. All right, they're based on incorrect information. Maybe they've been updated in the last hour. I don't know, but I need something to put this together. And I need you to put that together in the context of this blog post right here about when the event goes live. Now, the event is a 7-day event. All right, we know for a fact that the Hero Wars 10th anniversary event goes live on the 16th, the evening of the 16th. All right, 16th at 9 p.m. Central Time. That's when the 10th anniversary event goes live. The Byrna event goes live on the 22nd, the evening of the 22nd. Starting with the runes, then we have the skinstone chests, then we have the first catalyst, the absolute artifact chests, and then the last day is the last catalyst. It's a 7-day event. If somebody wants to do the math for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. And here's all, let's see, live dates for each one. Large skinstone chests, at what time they go live. Primal catalysts, what time they go live. Absolute artifact chests, what time they go live. Elemental catalysts, what time they go live. All right, these are all the generators. All right, we haven't done any of the math yet on what's efficient and what's not efficient. It is worth noting that spending sapphire medallions on these will not complete the tasks. These will not complete the event task to spend sapphire medallions. They will not. So if you spend for example, if you spend the 8 sapphire medallions here, not only are you missing out on 40,000 emeralds worth of resources from the shop, which I'll show you in just a second, but you're also not getting credit for spending them. Now, what else would you spend them on? This is all well and good. The Byrna shop has been completely revealed. The Byrna shop has been completely revealed. This looks familiar to most. This looks familiar. We have the Galahad shop. This is the same shop. Now, I just threw this blog post together. However, the math on this has already been done. I need to update it, and I will. This is the Byrna shop. This might be the new hero, new Titan shops going forward. This might be the new shops going forward. Byrna shop best buys. Yeah. Whew. Man. This shop doesn't have Alucard's amulets, but I suppose that makes sense for a magic hero. Yeah. All right, so Carla Tutu, I see that the community has explained to you how the giveaway works. I'm hyped for that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We got spiritual guns. That's like the bear. That's like the bear. The bear has got spiritual guns, right? Spiritual guns. Now I feel like I can catch my breath. Fractions and Function Friday. That's great. Geo Pepsi. I see you. I see you. Oh, Byrna is a healer. Byrna is a healer. Her role is healer. The Omen. The Omen. I'm excited for Byrna. I played a female orc for many years in Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Whew. Augustus is now in the very rare. Oh, the Augustus is already rotated? Nice. We just talked about that last night. Yeah. Very cool. So since Byrna is being added to the game, the grand prize Augustus has now rotated out of the shop. Cascade has rotated into the shop. Cascade didn't used to be here. Now Augustus can be had in the very rare side of things. This doesn't make him a guaranteed pick out of the Soul Atrium. It just makes him a little bit easier to get. My question... Wow, Augustus was added to the box, guys. Augustus was added to the box, too. Very cool. Augustus was added to the hero box. So they moved Augustus out of the grand prize into very rare, and they added him to the hero box. What about the other hero boxes? Let's see. Do I have any of the other? Yeah, here we go. Are you in this box? Oh yeah, he's here too. Nice. So they added Augustus to the Augustus also into the hero boxes. This is fantastic news. Augustus and Orion are some of the most important heroes to have leveled up right now. That's very cool. John Marshall, thanks for giving me the heads up there. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Augustus and Lyria are exclusive to Dominion. Yeah, but you got Miyu and Dropbox now. Miyu and Dropbox now is what you're going to use for counter dodge on mobile. Miyu and Dropbox. Miyu and Dropbox. I'm sticking by that, man. I'm sticking by it. It's Miyu and Dropbox. What happened to my giveaway window? Hey, man. Oh, it's right here. Okay. The Omen, we're going to give the Omen about another 30 seconds. They should add Jet. John Marshall, they absolutely should add Jet. Okay, no, then Omen. How about Pepe Barone? I'd be happy if they even just put him in the 10s. Yeah, guys, email me herowarcentral@gmail.com. HeroWarCentral@gmail.com. This thing's a tank, man. Peppy Barone is here. How about Moss from Isley? Peppy Barone. Moss from Isley. We went through all that information faster than I thought. Let's do some hits, I guess. Let's do our attacks. Guild War. Oh, it's Collusion Day. It's Collusion Day. Thanks to our collusion, we pay off other... We don't pay off. We choose to not fight on Fridays with other guilds on our server. Some guilds, not all guilds. And because of that, looks like we are landing squarely in Tier 3. Or Rank 3 in the Gold League. Cool? Cool. How about Clash of Worlds? Moss from Isley's here. America 1. Moss from Isley. Odin's Ravens. By Odin's Beard. Have we still... Okay, we did. Sorry to say, have we still not gotten through to the Heroes Bridge? But we have. Okay, so I am hesitant to make any attacks because the Citadel isn't open yet. But also, I don't want to do any attacks over the weekend. So I think I am going to go ahead and do my attacks. Now, the problem is I want to save my Isaac and Sebastian. Okay, this player is not using hardly any of the mage. So now I'm torn. Do I use my... Oh, no, these are all bad mage teams. I don't care about those. Okay, those are all bad mage teams. I don't care. Let's go with Sebastian, Isaac, Corvus, Martha, and Lyria. Team pet is Axel, Warflag, Vanguard, Boom, Fenris, Albus, Biscuit, Axel, Oliver, Albus. That's what it is. That's what it is. America 1 is here. America 1. Look at all of these Dante and Orion Augustus teams. Man, this team is dead. Nobody plays this team anymore. Nobody uses that team anymore. Look at this, guys. One Electra Fluffy team. One Electra Fluffy team. Just one. None on the Hero Bridge. None in City Hall. None in the Citadel. None in the shooting range. Top 40 team, by the way. Top 40 guild in the world, by the way. Guys, please don't get hung up on feeling like you have to build the new popular team. You don't. You don't. Francis X9. I still play that team? Yeah. Do you happen to recall when Augustus' 4th skin will become available for skin stones? Which is his 4th skin? 4 skin. Let's see. Skins 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking at the romantic skin. Let's see. Hero War Central. Skin. Hero War skin release. I don't have that date. I don't have Augustus's romantic skin date. Sorry. I don't. Brian Lewis, that's 100% correct. It can win because of RNG. That's going to be so good, guys. So I was thinking about this a lot, actually. Like, how I'm planning on using Byrna. The strategy that I'm thinking about with Byrna. Like, it's pretty well documented that this Kayla Aiden team here, this Kayla Aiden team is very, very strong. It's not a 100% win rate, but it's very, very strong against a lot of these mage teams, okay? Specifically the ones with Fluffy. That one didn't even have Fluffy in it. That's weird. Look at all these teams that aren't mage teams. I think people are done with the mage teams, man. We're moving on to the next. Look at all of these non-mage teams. Anyway, this team that I've been using a lot to counter all these various Electra Fluffy variations, I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to be using it, and I was thinking about for defense, if I swapped out Goose for Byrna. If I swapped out Goose for Byrna. So one interesting thing about her, we don't really know where she stands yet, but we know that Isaac can be a tank, kind of. We do know that, like we do. And the random nature of this skill, this Guardian Spirit skill, if there's not a tank, then it hits a random ally. So first of all, no defense is unbeatable. Right? No defense is unbeatable. There's no defense that you cannot beat with the right grouping of heroes. But what this does, random ally, that randomness could be huge. What if Guardian Spirit lands on Isaac? Isaac is the de facto tank. Isaac is the de facto tank. If Byrna stands closer to the back here, when Kayla jumps over, Isaac is going to be the de facto tank. So if Byrna bear hugs, or Guardian Spirits Isaac rather, sounds interesting. What about if that bear lands on either Aiden or Kayla? Like the randomness that this will introduce into this team on defense, I think is going to be very important. I think that maybe I'm also trying to make this team work too much. And that's definitely possibly true. But I think that the randomness that this Guardian Spirit is going to apply is so interesting to me. It's so interesting to me. Like, if it lands on the correct hero, it's just going to be crushed. The enemy team's going to be crushed. Because you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, okay, so Isaac is going to end up being the tank. If Isaac is the tank, I'm just going to attack into this with some dodge heroes. Dante, Ching Mao, so on and so forth, right? But what if that bear Guardian Spirit lands on Isaac and keeps him alive? It won't be a 100% win rate against it. How about WSZ87? Byrna artifacts are completely different on mobile. They sure are. Darth Pananis, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Should be amazing for Julius. Yeah, I think she's going to be good for every tank. I think that she's going to be really good for every tank, right? Discussing her with various tank options. The number one most obvious choice that everybody's going to be using Byrna with is, it's going to be, there we go. Byrna and Electra are going to be insane. The shield capacity going up, this is actually really, really, really big deal. Okay, so Electra's big offensive capability is whenever her shield expires, it explodes, dealing damage equal to the amount of damage absorbed during its duration, right? So the duration lasts for 10 seconds or until the shield is chewed through, right? The shield capacity is based on 18% of Electra's health. If Electra's health goes up because of Byrna, that's a lot of extra damage that she's going to be able to put out. Now, I had somebody ask me today if Electra's health can actually change. The Violet ability notably says that her armor, magic defense, and dodge cannot be changed. Her armor, magic defense, and dodge cannot be changed, but her health can be changed. Okay. Look at the modifier here. I'm very, 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 very curious if the amount of strength that she gains will change in the middle of battle. DP Fitzgerald. I'm curious because it says increases strength by for every 100 points lost from these stats. Okay, at the beginning of battle. My gut tells me, see, it's modified by health, right? The skill down there is modified by health. My gut tells me that it will not change in the middle of battle because this skill procs at the beginning of battle. My gut tells me that. So Spark of Life, magic damage to the nearest enemy, and vampirism. All right. 411% self-heal. 411% modified by 0.01% health. You know, if you get 100,000 health, that's an extra 1%, right? That's how that works. So this is going to be an increase in self-healing with Byrna. Such a great synergy there. Such a great synergy. And then just having a higher health pool total, just having more health, obviously is going to be better for every tank. So in a way, like this is such a no-brainer, boring choice to go with Byrna. Electra Von Grave plus Byrna modifies her ult just insanely well. Modifies her green ability just so well as all, you know, it's going to be up to see like exactly how much the numbers are. I'm curious to see if, you know, we'll get that, there we go. Let's see if anybody data mined that information yet. Not yet. That's just a copy and paste from Fluffy. That's still a copy and paste from Fluffy. Oh. Okay. Okay. DP Fitz. Glenn Malvasso. So it looks like HW Daily. So this is all right. So looks like HW Daily has data mined Byrna's information. I have seen inconsistencies in this blog today with some of their math, but this I probably feel is pretty accurate. So she's a healer mage grove keeper. There are a few other grove keepers in this game, notably Thea. Thea is a grove keeper. Okay. Doesn't really have anything that works with grove keepers. Okay. We've got, what is it? Artemis? Is Artemis a grove keeper? I think that she is. No, she's not. What is it? Just Alvanor? Is it just Alvanor? Yeah. Alvanor, the grove keeper. Barrier capacity. So Alvanor, potentially good combo with her, with Byrna. All heroes protected by the rune barrier get bonus energy for all the damage absorbed. After the barrier disappears, it triggered again on all keepers. You know, Alvanor is a hero that we don't think about much. He's kind of got some healing, right? Conjures a Rune of Life for 4 seconds that heals all allies once per second when the rune is active. Yeah. Barrier capacitor for each Grovekeeper on the team is increased. And I think that there's another... Yeah, so the Rune of Life. All allied Grovekeepers are healed twice as effectively regardless of the source of healing. Heals all allies once per second. So Alvanor doubles all healing to Grovekeepers. So Thea Alvanor and... Thea Alvanor, Byrna, and Kai. Kai is another Grovekeeper. I'm happy to see Kai. I don't think Kai has any Grovekeeper abilities, but he does have Vampirism. Okay, very cool. All right, so Grovekeeper, very interesting. She's got Magic Penetration Artifact. So here are her max stats. Merlin, Axel, Biscuit, Chorus, Pets. We got Roar of Nature. This is her ultimate ability. Deals 66k damage to all enemies and heals all allies for 66k. Modified by magic attack. 100% of healing by this skill is converted into max health increase until the end of battle. So I still don't know 100% how this is going to work. If the 66,000 is healing plus max health, is it just bonus health and not actual healing? It says all healing by this skill is converted into max health. See, on mobile, the bonus like overflow healing is converted into max health, I think. So interesting to see how that skill is going to go. But yeah, I mean, 66k, like just now that we know that 66,000 is the max potential for allies, like every time she ults, all of her allies gaining 66,000 bonus max health. Think about that in the context of some of the heroes that we talked about. Corvus gaining, Corvus gaining more health to his altar, more damage to his altar. So 1.2% of 66,000, math on a Friday. That's an extra 660 damage per hit. It's not a lot, but the health of the altar is going to go up by a lot, by almost 60k, which again isn't a lot, but it's a lot. And this ult happens multiple times through the fight, right? And you can take a look at that with, again, obviously Electra is going to be the most thought about. We're going to have to go through that. We're going to have to go through all of those. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So Guardian Spirit. This is actually the ability that I was most interested in. Summons the Guardian Spirit that binds to the hero at the front with a tank roll. If there is no such hero binds to an ally, the ally protected by the spirit receives 50% incoming damage. The rest of it is dealt to the spirit. The spirit has health based on magic attack. 428,000 health. She has 830,000 health. 430. So roughly half her health. Okay. While the spirit is alive, Byrna's attacks don't deal any damage. Okay, so the bear does do magic damage. The bear does do magic damage. It's basic auto attacks. The spirit can be healed, but when the ally under's protection is healed, the spirit also heals for 200%. So when you heal the tank, the bear gets healed. And it happens every 40 seconds, starting at 5 seconds. So the problem with Astrid and Lucas is Lucas was tied to, Astrid and Lucas. Lucas is tied to an ult, and Astrid and Lucas stands in the back line. So Astrid and Lucas is an insane hero. Absolutely incredible hero. I don't care who you talk to, you will never convince me otherwise. Unfortunately, Astrid and Lucas stands really, really, really far to the back. She ults very slow. They ult very slow, okay? With a fully leveled up Astrid and Lucas, armor artifact, she is a defensive powerhouse. The problem is she's just way too slow. They're just way too slow. Byrna is going to use this green ability, the bear tank, 5 seconds into the fight. And then it's going to refresh every 40 seconds after that. So you're going to get roughly 3. No, you're only going to get 2. You're going to get 2. One at 40, one at however many seconds in, and then another one. Of course, if the bear stays alive, the bear stays alive the whole time. Man. Absorbs half of the incoming damage that the tank hero would receive. Does magic damage. Imagine if Guardian Spirit latched onto Kayla in the backline, guys. Imagine if you're using Kayla Aiden. Guardian Spirit attaches to Kayla in the backline of the enemy team. 50% of damage is being reduced. Aiden's healing, right? Because Aiden and Kayla have the bond of flame. All of the healing that Aiden shares, like the amount of damage that Kayla will take will be dramatically reduced. Oh man. If I could guarantee that every fight, oh man, that'd be so insane. And magic damage on top of it. Guardian Spirit to me is the most important. Like, everybody's really excited about the bonus health. Obviously, for tanks, for defensive teams, the bonus health is nice. To me, this is the ability. Like, this is the number one ability that I care about right here. Like, by far. Merlin Pet speeds up magic attack abilities. Oh, yeah. Merlin Pet does speed up magic attack abilities. Skill CD increased by 50%. I don't know if this will count, but man, if this goes up 2.5 seconds into the fight, holy cow. That's crazy. The spirit also heals for 200% of the amount healed to the ally that it's guarding. Man. So if you heal the tank... Whew. Bear Cuddle, green ability. Blue ability, excuse me. Applies an effect to the ally at the front. This is any hero, not just the tank hero. Heals them for 16,000 over 10 seconds. That's not a lot. 16,000 over 10 seconds? That's not a lot. All incoming healing on this ally is reverberated around them in a wave that restores health to all allies in about a 50% of the initial healing. If the Guardian Spirit is alive, this effect is applied to the ally under his protection. So kind of underwhelming ability, kind of an underwhelming heal over time effect. This takes Byrna squarely out of the main healer role for me. Not a huge fan of that ability, I guess. And then Living Heart, anytime, every time an ally restores health, Byrna's magic attack gets increased until the end of battle. So bonus magic attack. Bonus magic attack. Magic attack modifies the bear's health and damage. It also modifies the ult. Also modifies... Man. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm a huge fan of this hero. There's the armor skin. There's her glyphs, magic attack, magic pen, armor, magic defense, strength. Ascension. Of course, she's a healer, right? So you're going to use healer insignia. There's her gear. Oh, here's the total. Cool. We'll just grab this. I'll just grab that. I'll add it to the blog. Add it to the blog. Somebody asked a question. Yeah, it decreases the time between uses of skills, John Marshall. So if like the cooldown on, and it's only attacking skills. So like the cooldown on like let's say this, if this was just like, there's some question marks here, but if this was just an attack that did 51,000 magic damage and it hit every 40 seconds, then Merlin would reduce the speed down to 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds, Byrna would use this ability. But since this is necessarily an attack skill, it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't. I don't know if it'll impact this. We'll have to figure it out. Do we really need new heroes? Absolutely not. We don't need new heroes. We absolutely do not need new heroes. We do not. No meta teams use Alvenar. Yeah, that's the problem with these heroes. Sometimes you got to level up heroes that are not popular. Right. Let's draw one more name. Frank, Germany. Frank, Germany. New heroes sell better than rebound. Yep, new heroes sell better than rebalancing old ones. Jacer, I would say that Krista is definitely more useful. Frank Germany's here. Okay. All right, guys. That's not it. Here we go. We got 53 names. 53 names. Whoops. Number lock. 53. There we go. 53 names. Number 39. Number 39. Ice Mana. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's karma. If I've ever seen it before, that is karma. That is insane karma. Guys, last night, I drew Ice Mana during my Thursday night live stream. Ice Mana was like, you know what? Give my draw to Anthony. Give my draw to Anthony. And I was like, that's very kind of you, Ice Mana. So I went ahead and added Anthony to the list here. And I was like, because of your kindness, I'm going to go ahead and add you as well. That is insane karma right there. Karma. Insane karma. That's karma, man. I don't know what else to say. Let's see. Number 48, a winner that was added today. You might still be here. Number 48 was Peppy Barone. Peppy Barone. Peppy Barone. Look at that, not my number. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry, Anthony. And let's draw a third name. Let's just draw a third name real quick. Random number generator. Number 4. Burnout. Okay, so we got Burnout. Ice Mana. And Peppy Barone. Please contact me how you contacted me earlier in the month. Or earlier in the week. Discord or email or Facebook message or whatever, and we'll get you your $50. There we go. Peppy, are you still here? Peppy's here. Nice. Send me those messages. Okay, guys. I have a lot of work to do. All I want to do is play with my new Mac Studio, but I got a lot of work to do. Maybe I'll set up the Mac Studio real quick. get it going, and then go from there. I do have 3 monitors, so I can work on stuff while other things are going. Guys, this weekend we got a lot of work to do. I've got probably 12 videos that I want to make. Discussing different combo interactions. I hadn't even thought about using Alvanor. I have not even thought about using Alvanor. Absolutely ridiculous. Guys, this weekend, please be kind. Do not add to the population. Do not subtract from the population. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you're trying to add to the population, then good luck to you. And often. Good luck to you often, right? Please, on Monday, don't find yourself in the hospital or newspaper. Yeah, email me, Peppy. Email me. Don't find yourself in the hospital or newspaper or jail, because I need you to watch my live stream on Monday. But if you do find yourself in jail, establish dominance quickly. What about Chaba? Chaba too? Yeah. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.